Good morning, mamas. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Krista. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to talk about what happens when you fall off the Trim Healthy Mama wagon. What do you do to get back on? So I found me, I call this a bonus Good Girl Moonshine. It's a leftover moonshine, Good Girl Moonshine from in the fridge from the day before. And I call those bonus Good Girl Moonshines because I almost never have leftovers in the fridge. So usually on super busy days, occasionally it will get left and forgotten, but otherwise I sip on these things quite a bit and they don't last long. So I found that this morning first thing, and I'm excited to have my Good Girl Moonshine all made up for me already. So yesterday was Labor Day and we were super busy around the house, and so that's why it sort of got neglected. But today is a very rainy day here. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 or 4 days, and so it's just this steady rain outside. And the kids are all stuck inside and they are already, we are feeling it, and it's only like 9 o'clock in the morning. And you know, they are not happy campers being stuck inside. We've been outside all summer long. So, and usually in the morning they head straight outside and go let off some energy. So they're letting that off in the house this morning. So if you hear that, that's what's happening. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about a question that I get really frequently, and that is how to get back on the Trim Healthy Mama wagon after you have fallen off. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I have been on plan. It will be 2 years in November, and I have never felt like I completely fell off the wagon. I might have like been hanging off sometimes, but I never completely fell off the wagon. This summer, I would say I got as close as I could to that. Just lots of cheats and treats and crossover meals. Now, when we are at home, I don't have a lot of trouble with that, but it's been getting worse. So I'm gonna tell you, like in the mornings for breakfast, the kids will sometimes have like bagels or whole wheat honey oatmeal bread or something like that that's homemade, and I have indulged quite often. Now, I will say this, I have not gained any pounds, but I can definitely feel it in my clothes. So I feel like it's just time to kind of tighten up on the plan. I did start rereading the plan book over the summer, but it's time to kind of buckle down and actually reread it. And so as far as getting back on plan, this is what I plan to do, and we'll see how this works. But when I started the plan, I started with breakfasts, just like it recommends. So as I start thinking about tightening up the plan and getting back on the wagon, I'm gonna get back on the same way that I got on the first time, and that's one step at a time. So thinking about how am I gonna kind of revamp my breakfasts and make sure that I am on plan breakfast-wise. And then I will move on to lunch, and actually for our suppers or dinner, evening meal, whatever you wanna call it, we are fairly on plan as a family. Sometimes I'll add in some extra sides for the kids, but most of our meals, the majority of them, are definitely fully on plan. So that's gonna be easy for me. It's more about breakfast and lunch and kind of snacks, things that I grab during the day as we're on the go and homeschooling and all that good stuff, kind of busy. So it's about kind of just being more intentional about my breakfast, lunches, and snacks. So this week I tried something new. I tried the Sweatpants Oatmeal. Now I know I am way behind the times, but I gave it a try, and I'll just show you a little clip of me trying the Sweatpants Oatmeal for the very first time this week. I'm gonna give it a try. Here is my first bite of Sweatpants Oatmeal. It's really good. I think my kids might even like this. It's really good. Okay, so I didn't really expect that. I thought it's oatmeal, it's gonna taste like oatmeal. And it does, but it's kind of creamy and I like it a lot. I will be using this again. You might even see this again this week for one of my breakfasts. So I had the Sweatpants Oatmeal. I think I've had it 3 times this week. I love it. I shared it with Monty. The little kids had some. they actually came back for more. They said they liked it, but you know, that never truly means they like it. But then they came back to eat more of my Sweatpants Oatmeal, so I knew that they really did like it. So I need to start making it for the kids as well, because they love it also. So ever since we sort of got rid of the packaged oatmeal, you know, the stuff full of sugar and lots of other bad things, they have quit eating oatmeal completely. So I'm thinking maybe the Sweatpants Oatmeal can get us back on the oatmeal train for the whole family, not just me. But I am really enjoying the Sweatpants Oatmeal, and that's giving me a good solid E breakfast. I really lean heavily towards S meals in general. I eat very few E meals. I have to be very intentional about that. And breakfast is a great time to do that. So that's sort of what I've been trying to do this last week. So I had the Sweatpants Oatmeal 3 times. I also actually found some of the apple bam cake in the freezer that I had frozen from, I don't know, maybe a few months ago. And I had that along with a protein shake. And then I also had one morning some eggs with lots of vegetables in them for breakfast, which I love to do that. Just add whatever I have on hand. If I have zucchini, I love zucchini in my eggs. Zucchini, spinach, green peppers, red peppers, onions, all those things. And a little bit of cheese. That is my favorite way to have eggs in the morning, and I can eat those. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of turkey sausage to it as well. And then I'm gonna be totally honest and real with you guys. So at the end of the week on Fridays, I always make these chocolate whole wheat oatmeal chocolate chip muffins for the kids. They do not have sugar in them, but they do have whole wheat flour, and they are not on plan. And I did have one along with some eggs. So I am thinking I'm maybe gonna hit breakfast hard again for one more week, and then move on to lunches. So next week I will share with you what I did to revamp my lunches and get those back on plan. So I'm gonna say baby steps. Let's do baby steps. Just like when we started the plan, do baby steps in order to get back on plan as well is kind of my idea of how I'm gonna get back on plan. So I think that it is important that we think about how have we been successful in the past, and let's build on that. I know what doesn't work, and I think it will be a little bit more difficult for me this time because more of our family was on plan when I first started, and even the kids were more on plan than they are now. So I will check back in with you guys next week and let you know how lunches are going and if I'm getting those kind of revamped and how I'm doing it. I have some thoughts, I have some ideas in my head. I know how I did it the first time around, so I'm gonna do that again the second time around and just try to do a little bit better and work harder at being on plan. Maybe even losing those last 10 pounds or so that I need to lose, but at least just getting my clothes feeling better again. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.